Hi everybody, it's Rebecca from Powered by Plants Consulting. This is episode 2 of What's in Your Pantry. And this episode is called Oats, It's What's for Dinner. So we have some oats over here we're going to be working with. I'm sure you have some oats lying around in the pantry. Either you eat them all the time, or maybe you bought a bag and you had every intention of making overnight oats and you didn't get around to it. So today's the day we're going to use those oats in your pantry to make a delicious meal. Now normally you would make breakfast with oats, that's the typical thing to do, but today we're going to make a nice savory dinner. We're going to get a little wild. Oats come in a few different varieties, but the most popular are rolled oats, like you see here. Now we have a pig, so we always have a lot of oats on hand. And then you have steel cut oats, which are also called Irish oats. And these are great, and we're going to be using both of these today. So oats are one of the most nutrient-dense foods that you can eat. They are loaded with vitamins, nutrients, minerals, and antioxidants. So they're really, really a great choice to make for breakfast and for beyond. They have, in one prepared cup of oats, you have 6 grams of protein and 140 calories, which really isn't too bad. The only thing you have to watch out for is that there are processed oats out there. So we're talking about your quick instant oats and the kind of oats that come in a packet. They have been most likely stripped of their fiber and nutrients, and sugar and preservatives have been added. So you have to be careful for those. You want to stick to whole grain oats. So let's move on. We're going to start by telling you what we're going to make today. And today we're going to make a Parmesan savory oats with caramelized onions, spinach, and peas. And I don't eat traditional Parmesan, so I'm going to show you how to make a plant-based version of it, or you can use the Parmesan that you have. So to make a vegan version of this, I put cashews, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, and salt in a food processor, and I blend until I get this kind of powder. And the great thing about this, it lasts in the refrigerator for a long time. So the other item that we're going to use in addition to cooking the oats is caramelized onions. Now this is a quick and easy way to upgrade your meal. And I already caramelized, I used 1 onion and I already did this. And the recipe for this will be included in the main recipe. So don't worry about how to do this. It's very easy and it's a good way to upgrade your meal. So we're gonna put those aside. Now you can make those caramelized onions before you start the oatmeal, or you can do it as you're making the oatmeal. It's really what you're comfortable with, how comfortable in the kitchen you are, juggling a couple different things on the stove. Okay, so then you're gonna make your oatmeal. And I already made it and it's on the stove, but I'll tell you how you're going to do it. So you're gonna get a pot and you're gonna put a little olive oil in it, and you're gonna heat that up. And then you're gonna take a cup of steel cut oats. You can also use rolled oats if that's all you have. You're going to put these into your pot, your heated pot with the olive oil, and you're going to mix them for about 3 minutes. And you're going to start to smell a nice fragrant nutty smell. That's when you know it's time. That's about 3 minutes. Then you know it's time to put your 4 cups of water. So as you're stirring your oats with that olive oil, you're going to slowly pour 4 cups of water into the pot. And at this point, the pot is going to steam because it's hot in there and there's no fluid. So just keep stirring. You're going to stir for about 15 minutes on and off. You want to keep stirring it throughout the process. So around 15 minutes, you're going to see that they're starting to bubble. You're going to see some oatmeal bubbles. So that's when you're going to add half a teaspoon of salt, and you're going to continue to mix on and off for an additional 5 to 7 minutes. So the whole process of making oats, not instant oats, but these kind of oats, it takes about 25 minutes. But if you were making this for breakfast for the week, you can do 1 pot and make it for the week. So it does take a little while, but it's worth it. So at that point, and I'm going to bring over my pot of oatmeal that I made. So this has been sitting around for a few minutes, so it already thickened. So you're gonna know those oats are done once you see like this creaminess. And like I said, this has been sitting around for a few minutes, so it already got nice and thick. And give that a mix. So that's just plain basic oatmeal. Now we're gonna kick it up to dinner style. We're going to take those caramelized onions that you made. We're gonna put those in. And those are gonna add some real nice dimension to this dish. And then we're going to take 1 cup of frozen spinach. It could also be kale. It could be fresh if you have it. I just figured a lot of people might have some frozen kale or spinach in their freezer right now, so you can put that in. And then you're gonna take 1 cup of peas. Now I ran out of peas, so I only have half a cup of peas. I put a little edamame just to improvise. So get creative. If that's all you have, if you have broccoli florets, use the broccoli florets. So we have our vegetables. Now we're going to take 2 tablespoons of Parmesan, whether it's the one that I showed you how to make or your own Parmesan. You're gonna dump that in. And then we're gonna give this a mix, and we're gonna put this on the stove on low. And normally you would keep this pot on the stove. I only have it over here on the counter to show you what I'm doing. So we'll give that a stir. And we want those frozen vegetables to cook into our oatmeal. So I'm gonna put it back on the stove on low. Put that over. Okay. All right, so while that's heating up, I'm gonna show you how to make the sweet to go with your savory. So today we're gonna be making double chocolate energy oat balls. And that's what they're gonna look like when you're done. So you could get really creative with these as well. So if in your pantry you have dried fruit, you have nuts, you have coconut, you have chocolate, whatever you have in there, seeds, you can make your own oat balls. But today we're gonna make the double chocolate because my family are a bunch of chocoholics, so they really enjoy this recipe. So I'll show you how to make this. So you're gonna get a bowl about that size. You're gonna take 1.25 cups of rolled oats, and you're gonna put that in. Now, I like to ground up my rolled oats and make it an oat flour before I put it in, but that is not a necessary step. That's just what I like to do. You're also going to put 1/2 cup of peanut butter or any other nut butter that you enjoy. And if you're allergic, you can use like a sunflower seed kind of based butter as well. You're gonna put 2 tablespoons of chia seeds or another seed, flax seed. You're gonna put 1/4 cup of, I use dairy-free chocolate chips, but any chocolate chip will do. 1/4 cup of that. We're gonna put 1 teaspoon of vanilla in the bowl. 1/3 cup of pure maple syrup. I choose maple syrup because I'm vegan, and also it has the lowest glycemic index out of all the sweeteners, so I enjoy this one, but you can use any sticky sweetener that you enjoy. And then you're gonna put 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And then you're gonna mix, 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 mix. Make sure you integrate those ingredients really well. And once that happens, you're gonna put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes because that will help you form your bowls a little better. So we'll do that. So we're gonna take this out of the fridge and you're gonna be ready to roll. So you can either use your hands to make some balls, or you can use a cookie scooper to do that. And once they're formed, they'll look something like this. And then you can keep them in the refrigerator up to 2 weeks, or you can put them in the freezer and freeze them for months. So that's how you do that. So let's go back to dinner. We're gonna bring this over, and it looks like it's heated through. So because it's Friday and it's dinner time, I'm going to pair this savory meal with a nice bold red wine. And today I chose, this is a earthy, smoky Nebbiolo from Italy. I got this with my vegan wine shipment. Vegan Wine is a wonderful, wonderful company. They go all over the world finding ethical, sustainable wine and bringing it to your doorstep. And these are Frances from Vegan Wine. She's the owner. She finds beautiful vineyards that are family run and doing really amazing practices that you can feel good about. So if you're interested in getting hard to find wine delivered to your door that you can feel good about, please check out veganwines.com. Okay, so we're gonna put, and I did pour myself a glass. So let's serve this meal. So you're gonna ladle in 1 portion. And I would say you could get about 4 to 6 portions out of this recipe. And this kind of resembles like a unique risotto. It's going to taste like that too. It kind of has that, but it's very unique. You're going to enjoy the different flavors in this. So next I'm going to dress up my savory oats. I'm going to put some crushed black pepper. And I'll put this over here so you can see what's going on. Then I'm going to take some tamari. You could take about a teaspoon or 2 of tamari. If you don't have tamari, you can use soy sauce. They're very equivalent. Tamari is like the healthier version of soy sauce. So we're going to drizzle that on the top. Then we're going to take some more of that Parmesan and we're going to sprinkle some of that on top. And then I like spice in everything. So if I can't put hot sauce, then I go to my cayenne powder, which I don't think hot sauce would be too good in this. I'm gonna put a little cayenne just to give it a little kick. And then you can mix that all up. We're gonna try it. Let's see what's going on. We have some edamame and peas, as you can see. Oh my God, that is really good. And what I like about it is the oats are nice and creamy. And then you have the savoriness of the tamari and the like sweetness of the caramelized onions. They just go so well together. There's like so many different flavors going on. So let's try some wine with it. Perfection. There's nothing better than good wine and good food. Just savor a moment like that, even when things are a little crazy and things are out of control, we can always enjoy the simple things in life. So that's it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Look for any announcements for our new episode. I'm not sure what we're going to feature yet, so I'll keep you posted on that. And stay happy, stay healthy, and stay home, please, until this is all over. Salud.